Do you know a doctor? Do you know a doctor? Do you know a doctor? I know a doctor. I know a doctor. I know a doctor. I don't know a doctor. I don't know a doctor. I don't know a doctor. Does he know a neighbor? Does he know a neighbor? Does he know a neighbor? He knows a neighbor. He knows a neighbor. He knows a neighbor. He doesn't know a neighbor. He doesn't know a neighbor. He doesn't know a neighbor. Did you know a student? Did you know a student? Did you know a student? I knew a student. I knew a student. I knew a student. I didn't know a student. I didn't know a student. I didn't know a student. Did he know a lawyer? Did he know a lawyer? Did he know a lawyer? He knew a lawyer. He knew a lawyer. He knew a lawyer. He didn't know a lawyer. He didn't know a lawyer. He didn't know a lawyer. Do you know a dentist? Do you know a dentist? Do you know a dentist? I know a dentist. I know a dentist. I know a dentist. I don't know a dentist. I don't know a dentist. I don't know a dentist. Does he know a coworker? Does he know a coworker? Does he know a coworker? He knows a coworker. He knows a coworker. He knows a coworker. He doesn't know a coworker. He doesn't know a coworker. He doesn't know a coworker. Did you know a nurse? Did you know a nurse? Did you know a nurse? I knew a nurse. I knew a nurse. I knew a nurse. I didn't know a nurse. I didn't know a nurse. I didn't know a nurse. Did he know a manager? Did he know a manager? Did he know a manager? He knew a manager. He knew a manager. He knew a manager. He didn't know a manager. He didn't know a manager. He didn't know a manager. Do you know a mechanic? Do you know a mechanic? Do you know a mechanic? I know a mechanic. I know a mechanic. I know a mechanic. I don't know a mechanic. I don't know a mechanic. I don't know a mechanic. Does he know a relative? Does he know a relative? Does he know a relative? He knows a relative. He knows a relative. He knows a relative. He doesn't know a relative. He doesn't know a relative. He doesn't know a relative. Did you know a takhar? Did you know a takhar? Did you know a takhar? I knew a takhar. I knew a takhar. I knew a takhar. I didn't know a takhar. I didn't know a takhar. I didn't know a takhar. Did he know a programmer? Did he know a programmer? Did he know a programmer? He knew a programmer. He knew a programmer. He knew a programmer. He didn't know a programmer. He didn't know a programmer. He didn't know a programmer. Do you know an engineer? Do you know an engineer? Do you know an engineer? I know an engineer. I know an engineer. I know an engineer. I don't know an engineer. I don't know an engineer. I don't know an engineer. Does he know a classmate? Does he know a classmate? Does he know a classmate? He knows a classmate. He knows a classmate. He knows a classmate. He doesn't know a classmate. He doesn't know a classmate. He doesn't know a classmate. Did you know a waiter? Did you know a waiter? Did you know a waiter? I knew a waiter. I knew a waiter. I knew a waiter. I didn't know a waiter. I didn't know a waiter. I didn't know a waiter. Did he know a pharmacist? Did he know a pharmacist? Did he know a pharmacist? He knew a pharmacist. He knew a pharmacist. He knew a pharmacist. He didn't know a pharmacist. He didn't know a pharmacist. He didn't know a pharmacist. Do you know a CHEF? Do you know a CHEF? Do you know a CHEF? I know a CHEF. I know a CHEF. I know a CHEF. I don't know a CHEF. I don't know a CHEF. I don't know a CHEF. Does he know a cousin? Does he know a cousin? Does he know a cousin? He knows a cousin. He knows a cousin. He knows a cousin. He doesn't know a cousin. He doesn't know a cousin. He doesn't know a cousin. Did you know a secretary? Did you know a secretary? Did you know a secretary? I knew a secretary. I knew a secretary. I knew a secretary. I didn't know a secretary. I didn't know a secretary. I didn't know a secretary. Did he know a firefighter? Did he know a firefighter? Did he know a firefighter? He knew a firefighter. He knew a firefighter. He knew a firefighter. He didn't know a firefighter. He didn't know a firefighter. He didn't know a firefighter. Do you know a plumber? Do you know a plumber? Do you know a plumber? I know a plumber. I know a plumber. I know a plumber. I don't know a plumber. I don't know a plumber. I don't know a plumber. Does he know a sibling? Does he know a sibling? Does he know a sibling? He knows a sibling. He knows a sibling. He knows a sibling. He doesn't know a sibling. He doesn't know a sibling. He doesn't know a sibling. Did you know a barista? Did you know a barista? Did you know a barista? I knew a barista. I knew a barista. I knew a barista. I didn't know a barista. I didn't know a barista. I didn't know a barista. Did he know a scientist? Did he know a scientist? Did he know a scientist? He knew a scientist. He knew a scientist. He knew a scientist. He didn't know a scientist. He didn't know a scientist. He didn't know a scientist. Do you know a professor? Do you know a professor? Do you know a professor? I know a professor. I know a professor. I know a professor. I don't know a professor. I don't know a professor. I don't know a professor. Does he know a teammate? Does he know a teammate? Does he know a teammate? He knows a teammate. He knows a teammate. He knows a teammate. He doesn't know a teammate. He doesn't know a teammate. He doesn't know a teammate. Did you know a pilot? Did you know a pilot? Did you know a pilot? I knew a pilot. I knew a pilot. I knew a pilot. I didn't know a pilot. I didn't know a pilot. I didn't know a pilot. Did he know a journalist? Did he know a journalist? Did he know a journalist? He knew a journalist. He knew a journalist. He knew a journalist. He didn't know a journalist. He didn't know a journalist. He didn't know a journalist. Do you know an architect? Do you know an architect? Do you know an architect? I know an architect. I know an architect. I know an architect. I don't know an architect. I don't know an architect. I don't know an architect. Does he know a friend? Does he know a friend? Does he know a friend? He knows a friend. He knows a friend. He knows a friend. He doesn't know a friend. He doesn't know a friend. He doesn't know a friend. Did you know a cashier? Did you know a cashier? Did you know a cashier? I knew a cashier. I knew a cashier. I knew a cashier. I didn't know a cashier. I didn't know a cashier. I didn't know a cashier. Did he know a therapist? Did he know a therapist? Did he know a therapist? He knew a therapist. He knew a therapist. He knew a therapist. He didn't know a therapist. He didn't know a therapist. He didn't know a therapist. Do you know a veterinarian? Do you know a veterinarian? Do you know a veterinarian? I know a veterinarian. I know a veterinarian. I know a veterinarian. I don't know a veterinarian. I don't know a veterinarian. I don't know a veterinarian. Does he know an ant? Does he know an ant? Does he know an ant? He knows an ant. He knows an ant. He knows an ant. He doesn't know an ant. He doesn't know an ant. He doesn't know an ant. Did you know a technician? Did you know a technician? Did you know a technician? I knew a technician. I knew a technician. I knew a technician. I didn't know a technician. I didn't know a technician. I didn't know a technician. Did he know a salesperson? Did he know a salesperson? Did he know a salesperson? He knew a salesperson. He knew a salesperson. He knew a salesperson. He didn't know a salesperson. He didn't know a salesperson. He didn't know a salesperson. Do you know a realtor? Do you know a realtor? Do you know a realtor? I know a realtor. I know a realtor. I know a realtor. I don't know a realtor. I don't know a realtor. I don't know a realtor. Does he know a niece? Does he know a niece? Does he know a niece? He knows an niece. He knows a niece. He knows a niece. He doesn't know a niece. He doesn't know a niece. He doesn't know a niece. Did you know a librarian? Did you know a librarian? Did you know a librarian? I knew a librarian. I knew a librarian. I knew a librarian. I didn't know a librarian. I didn't know a librarian. I didn't know a librarian. Did he know an accountant? Did he know an accountant? Did he know an accountant? He knew an accountant. He knew an accountant. He knew an accountant. He didn't know an accountant. He didn't know an accountant. He didn't know an accountant. Do you know a contractor? Do you know a contractor? Do you know a contractor? I know a contractor. I know a contractor. I know a contractor. I don't know a contractor. I don't know a contractor. I don't know a contractor. Does he know a nephew? Does he know a nephew? Does he know a nephew? He knows a nephew. He knows a nephew. He knows a nephew. He doesn't know a nephew. He doesn't know a nephew. He doesn't know a nephew. Did you know a baker? Did you know a baker? Did you know a baker? I knew a baker. I knew a baker. I knew a baker. I didn't know a baker. I didn't know a baker. I didn't know a baker. Did he know an artist? Did he know an artist? Did he know an artist? He knew an artist. He knew an artist. He knew an artist. He didn't know an artist. He didn't know an artist. He didn't know an artist. Do you know a surgeon? Do you know a surgeon? Do you know a surgeon? I know a surgeon. I know a surgeon. I know a surgeon. I don't know a surgeon. I don't know a surgeon. I don't know a surgeon. Does he know a colleague? Does he know a colleague? Does he know a colleague? He knows a colleague. He knows a colleague. He knows a colleague. He doesn't know a colleague. He doesn't know a colleague. He doesn't know a colleague. Did you know a receptionist? Did you know a receptionist? Did you know a receptionist? I knew a receptionist. I knew a receptionist. I knew a receptionist. I didn't know receptionist. I didn't know receptionist. I didn't know receptionist. Did he know a software developer? Did he know a software developer? Did he know a software developer? He knew a software developer. He knew a software developer. He knew a software developer. He didn't know a software developer. He didn't know a software developer. He didn't know a software developer. Do you know a musician? Do you know a musician? Do you know a musician? I know a musician. I know a musician. I know a musician. I don't know a musician. I don't know a musician. I don't know a musician. Does he know a mentor? Does he know a mentor? Does he know a mentor? He knows a mentor. He knows a mentor. He knows a mentor. He doesn't know a mentor. He doesn't know a mentor. He doesn't know a mentor. Did you know a delivery driver? Did you know a delivery driver? Did you know a delivery driver? I knew a delivery driver. I knew a delivery driver. I knew a delivery driver. I didn't know a delivery driver. I didn't know a delivery driver. I didn't know a delivery driver. Did he know a financial advisor? Did he know a financial advisor? Did he know a financial advisor? He knew a financial advisor. He knew a financial advisor. He knew a financial advisor. He didn't know a financial advisor. He didn't know a financial advisor. He didn't know a financial advisor. Do you know an electrician? Do you know an electrician? Do you know an electrician? I know an electrician. I know an electrician. I know an electrician. I don't know an electrician. I don't know an electrician. I don't know an electrician. Does he know a partner? Does he know a partner? Does he know a partner? He knows a partner. He knows a partner. He knows a partner. He doesn't know a partner. He doesn't know a partner. He doesn't know a partner. Did you know a bartender? Did you know a bartender? Did you know a bartender? I knew a bartender. I knew a bartender. I knew a bartender. I didn't know a bartender. I didn't know a bartender. I didn't know a bartender. Did he know a graphic designer? Did he know a graphic designer? Did he know a graphic designer? He knew a graphic designer. He knew a graphic designer. He knew a graphic designer. He didn't know a graphic designer. He didn't know a graphic designer. He didn't know a graphic designer. Do you know a police officer? Do you know a police officer? Do you know a police officer? I know a police officer. I know a police officer. I know a police officer. I don't know a police officer. I don't know a police officer. I don't know a police officer. Does he know a neighbor? Does he know a neighbor? Does he know a neighbor? He knows a neighbor. He knows a neighbor. He knows a neighbor. He doesn't know a neighbor. He doesn't know a neighbor. He doesn't know a neighbor. Did you know a store clerk? Did you know a store clerk? Did you know a store clerk? I knew a store clerk. I knew a store clerk. I knew a store clerk. I didn't know a store clerk. I didn't know a store clerk. I didn't know a store clerk. Did he know a marketing specialist? Did he know a marketing specialist? Did he know a marketing specialist? He knew a marketing specialist. He knew a marketing specialist. He knew a marketing specialist. He didn't know a marketing specialist. He didn't know a marketing specialist. He didn't know a marketing specialist. Do you know a flight attendant? Do you know a flight attendant? Do you know a flight attendant? I know a flight attendant. I know a flight attendant. I know a flight attendant. I don't know a flight attendant. I don't know a flight attendant. I don't know a flight attendant. Does he know a granddaughter? Does he know a granddaughter? Does he know a granddaughter? He knows a granddaughter. He knows a granddaughter. He knows a granddaughter. He doesn't know a granddaughter. He doesn't know a granddaughter. He doesn't know a granddaughter. Did you know a construction worker? Did you know a construction worker? Did you know a construction worker? I knew a construction worker. I knew a construction worker. I knew a construction worker. I didn't know a construction worker. I didn't know a construction worker. I didn't know a construction worker. Did he know an insurance agent? Did he know an insurance agent? Did he know an insurance agent? He knew an insurance agent. He knew an insurance agent. He knew an insurance agent. He didn't know an insurance agent. He didn't know an insurance agent. He didn't know an insurance agent. Do you know a fitness trainer? Do you know a fitness trainer? Do you know a fitness trainer? I know a fitness trainer. I know a fitness trainer. I know a fitness trainer. I don't know a fitness trainer. I don't know a fitness trainer. I don't know a fitness trainer. Does he know a grandson? Does he know a grandson? Does he know a grandson? He knows a grandson. He knows a grandson. He knows a grandson. He doesn't know a grandson. He doesn't know a grandson. He doesn't know a grandson. Did you know a janitor? Did you know a janitor? Did you know a janitor? I knew a janitor. I knew a janitor. I knew a janitor. I didn't know a janitor. I didn't know a janitor. I didn't know a janitor. Did he know a nutritionist? Did he know a nutritionist? Did he know a nutritionist? He knew a nutritionist. He knew a nutritionist. He knew a nutritionist. He didn't know a nutritionist. He didn't know a nutritionist. He didn't know a nutritionist. Do you know a pharmacist? Do you know a pharmacist? Do you know a pharmacist? I know a pharmacist. I know a pharmacist. I know a pharmacist. I don't know a pharmacist. I don't know a pharmacist. I don't know a pharmacist. Does he know a godfather? Does he know a godfather? Does he know a godfather? He knows a godfather. He knows a godfather. He knows a godfather. He doesn't know a godfather. He doesn't know a godfather. He doesn't know a godfather. Did you know a truck driver? Did you know a truck driver? Did you know a truck driver? I knew a truck driver. I knew a truck driver. I knew a truck driver. I didn't know a truck driver. I didn't know a truck driver. I didn't know a truck driver. Did he know a social worker? Did he know a social worker? Did he know a social worker? He knew a social worker. He knew a social worker. He knew a social worker. He didn't know a social worker. He didn't know a social worker. He didn't know a social worker. Do you know a gardener? Do you know a gardener? Do you know a gardener? I know a gardener. I know a gardener. I know a gardener. I don't know a gardener. I don't know a gardener. I don't know a gardener. Does he know a godmet her? Does he know a godmet her? Does he know a godmet her? He knows a godmet her. He knows a godmet her. He knows a godmet her. He doesn't know a godmet her. He doesn't know a godmet her. He doesn't know a godmet her. Did you know a landscaper? Did you know a landscaper? Did you know a landscaper? I knew a landscaper. I knew a landscaper. I knew a landscaper. I didn't know a landscaper. I didn't know a landscaper. I didn't know a landscaper. Did he know a nurse practitioner? Did he know a nurse practitioner? Did he know a nurse practitioner? He knew a nurse practitioner. He knew a nurse practitioner. He knew a nurse practitioner. He didn't know a nurse practitioner. He didn't know a nurse practitioner. He didn't know a nurse practitioner. Do you know a cook? Do you know a cook? Do you know a cook? I know a cook. I know a cook. I know a cook. I don't know a cook. I don't know a cook. I don't know a cook. Does he know a stepbrat her? Does he know a stepbrat her? Does he know a stepbrat her? He knows a stepbrat her. He knows a stepbrat her. He knows a stepbrat her. He doesn't know a stepbrat her. He doesn't know a stepbrat her. He doesn't know a stepbrat her. Did you know a bus driver? Did you know a bus driver? Did you know a bus driver? I knew a bus driver. I knew a bus driver. I knew a bus driver. I didn't know a bus driver. I didn't know a bus driver. I didn't know a bus driver. Did he know a dental hygienist? Did he know a dental hygienist? Did he know a dental hygienist? He knew a dental hygienist. He knew a dental hygienist. He knew a dental hygienist. He didn't know a dental hygienist. He didn't know a dental hygienist. He didn't know a dental hygienist.